Hey, this is Dr. Milt Lowder, and one of the things that I think is constantly on my mind and the mind of others is, especially as parents, or especially with where you think you should be in your life, is this concept of falling behind, that I'm not where I should be, I'm not who I want to be, and that I'm always playing catch up to others. That comparison, as Roosevelt says, is a thief of joy. And we have these ideas in our mind, or that the world has created, that we've held on to, that suggests I should be farther along in my career. I remember growing up, and if you know me, I'm not the tallest guy or the biggest guy, but I remember thinking when I was young playing sports, man, when I get to be 18, a senior in high school, I'm going to be 6 feet tall, and when I'm 25, this is what my life is going to look like. I'm going to be married and have children, and when I'm 28, here's what it's going to look like. And when I had all these ideas in my mind, and if your life is like mine, it didn't quite turn out the way I wanted. Now, it's been so much more than I ever thought it could be. And I think that sometimes is we put pressure on ourselves and our children and other people to be farther along than we are. We forget that we bloom in our own time. And I remember my son Jay was playing baseball, and he was 6 years old. He decided to take a year off. He was 6 years old, didn't want to play t-ball. One of my friends says, "Milt, he's going to fall behind." And I'm like, fall behind what? What game are we playing? Who are you trying to live up to? What expectations are you trying to live up to? And I think what really drives this home for me is Harvard's longitudinal review of the 1938, 1939, and 1940 classes. And they really tried to follow these men at this time throughout their life. And they checked back in for 50 years, 70 years post-graduation to see what were the keys to a successful life. And one of the things that stuck with me the most, there's many lessons in that study, but the young man who tried to commit suicide when he was in college reported the highest levels of success and satisfaction in life at the age of 75. And so that's a constant reminder that who you are becoming is so much more important than what you are accomplishing. And so disrupt and challenge the paradigm, the myth in your life, and the lie that you keep telling yourself that you aren't enough, that your life is not full, that you should be more than you are, you should have accomplished more than you are. I think what really frames it for me is a poem I read from a book in John Wood, and I'm not quite sure who said it, but it's become the theme of my life, and maybe you can adopt it for yours, and it's this: I'm not who I want to be, I'm not who I should be, and I'm not who I'm going to be. But I'm thankful I'm better than I used to be.